Why, hello there, and you can see that this is a new game that we will be playing today. Woo, let me close my blinds to get the glare off of my delicious screen. We're going to be playing some Star Conflict today. It's a new free-to-play game that recently came out. I played a little bit of it. By little bit, I mean like 3 hours or something like that. And, I really like it so far. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of it. I'm going to be playing the arcade and regular modes just to show you what it's about. It's an extremely fast-paced like meta game, but the games themselves slow to medium paced fighting. I'm right now in tier 1, which is okay, this is confusing. If you go up in tiers in your ships, here, let me show you. Ships. Up here's the rank that I have to beat. But anyways, this is tier 2, you can see by these little tick marks here. These are tier 2 fighters. These guys, if you buy one of them, shoot you up in matchmaking to everybody else who has tier 2 ships. But in each tier, there is marks. See, and I have, there's an M rank, there's Mark 3, and then there's like Mark 1s in here. It's quite the thing. Quite the thing. And there's 3 factions here. I ended up picking the Freedom Fighters. These are like the tech people guys. Well, anyways, they were thrown out. These guys were thrown out, and they had weird customs, and they're not really normal. These guys are the Freedom Fighters, and these guys are the main Empire. You know, you're just miscellaneous, the Rebels, and the Empire. There you go. I decided to choose the Rebels. Democracy, freedom fighting, stuff like that. Right now, we're actually doing the best in all the servers, which is fantastic. A guy named Total Biscuit ended up, he joined this faction here, which I believe is Jericho. And then the population ended up shooting up like crazy of Jericho, and they did a lot better. And then up here we have contracts. These contracts, you want to always be doing them. Just always have contracts signed with your respective area here. There's 2 of each. There's 2 Jerichos. There's 2 different, Armada, or what are they? Whatever face freedom fighters, and there's 2 of the Empire kind of guys. The main one is the Armada for this one, the main one's Legion for this one, the main one is Raid for the other one, and then there's like kind of secondary contractors for each one. But I just ended up choosing the main one of mine. You just click on these, they cost a little bit of money to start off with. At least I believe so. Let me check. You have reached the maximum contract number. Okay, so capture more beacons, destroy an enemy fleet commander, and destroy 3 enemy ships using assault plasma cannons. Awesome! Alright, that sounds great. And I've got a good amount of money, so I want to go ahead. See, I've got my small speedy ship, my medium kind of versatile ship, and then my big shooter face ship, and my medium versatile ship requires an upgrade. Let's go ahead and do the Lynx M. This is kind of like the Vanguards, but I'm part of the Armada, so I like to use the Armadas. Although I must say, the Vanguard stuff looks a little bit cooler. These guys have stealth, and I'm going to go ahead and... Yep, there we go. My Lynx M. Now I have an entire fleet of M-class ships. Or Mark M. I don't know. There's something. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. This is the... it's a little bit confusing, but it's once you figure it out, it's nice and easy. I like to get the plasma cannons because shields... And also, they do the most overall damage. Also, I'm part of the Armada, which gets bonuses to their shields, and also the plasma cannons, which do most damage to shields. The rail guns are for Jericho, and they do mostly kinetic damage, which is damage to hull, and it doesn't do as much damage to the shield. And then there's lasers, which are kind of in between. They're thermal, and those are for what looks like the Empire guys. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight to Mark 3. Now remember, the marks and tiers are different. The marks are inside of tiers, and tiers are like the overarching ranking system. So go ahead and buy that, then I can buy this stuff. This has a nice passive module. I can get collision compensators, allows me to turn faster and not get murdered. Overcharged ablative armor. Oh, I picked that up in the looting. Increases hull strength by 14%. That'd be nice. This guy's going to be my fighter, so I might as well throw out a couple damagers if I can. Let's see. Battle scanner reduces main weapon spread by 31%. Yeah, but I like the spread a little bit because, yeah. Overcharged ablative armor. I want, shield. Shield is more what I need. Because I can get more shield here. Shield extender. Increases shield strength by 11%. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get a little bit more of my shield. And while that go ahead and goes up, then I might as well get a good shield regeneration system here. And there we go. There's also like a premium. There's premium stuff in this game. It'd be here. I believe it's called the gold standard here. It allows you to buy stuff that are better than everything else, but only slightly, and they're really cheap, and you can exchange. This is like a weird exchange system where you can trade gold standard for credits, and you can change galactic standards for real money. You can't go the other way around, as far as I know, which I've got to say I'm a little worried about. It, but it's right now it's not that huge of a problem. Pretty much every single one of my ships has IR flares on them. They are guided missile deflectors. So deflects guided missiles. They're just like flares. They work like in real life. Each ship has their own special module too. So each ship, this one has a webbing which does damage and slows them a little bit. This one goes invisible, and this one has combat drones which end up fighting and shooting down missiles for you. What else do I want to have on this guy? Since he's going to be my fighter, I probably want to shoot up some more damage on him, but I've got to go with the flares, because flares are ridiculously useful. Go ahead and get the Mark II, which has a little bit shorter cooldown. And I got a lot of money, so I had a good amount of money, so it's not a big deal. Make sure I turn on auto purchase ammo and auto repair. The auto purchase and auto repair are a lot cheaper for me because I have this guy. The very first time that you log in, I believe, gives you this license, which gives you an income increase of 50%, experience gain increase of 75%, a reputation gain increase of 50%, and a loyalty gain increase of 50%, which is ridiculously useful. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll show you the regular first. Yep. So there's 12 games regular going on. Regular is there's beacon capture and there's elimination. You have all of your ships, and once they all die, you're done. Once all of your ships die, you're done. You're out. And the way you win is either capturing all the beacons, which have little drones next to them, and the other way is killing every single one of the enemy ships. Usually, it ends up with all the beacons captured for me, because I like capturing beacons. But I've had it end a solid amount of times where just everybody ended up losing their ship, or everybody but like one or two people ended up losing their ship, and then it was really easy to capture the beacons. This is very much centered. What I've learned is avoid the starting fray and then pick off the stragglers from it. Because there's going to be a lot of stragglers from the beginning, like, explosive fray between the two closest bases. Yeah, each team also has 3 bots in this. And they kind of just, what I've known is they kind of just guard the area. I'm going to go with my fighter first. I like to go with my fighter, then I like to go with my heavy to sit there and take out a bunch of people. And then with my swift, I can go and capture the beacons that have been extremely damaged. And I can just run around and fly around and get out of stuff when it goes bad. So this guy being my fighter, let's see. So here's, by the way, yep, there you go. That is what shooting looks like. Right now I'm popping my afterburner so I can go faster. I have a couple perks too. I can move up and down a lot faster than normal because one of my perks is move 75% faster on the pitch axis. That's nice. Oh, there we go. See, we've got a lock-on system and a little bit of an auto-targeting system too. See, it shows you how to lead your targets. If this guy's not your turn. If you move around, then that thing becomes almost useless. So you just need to move. You can only lock on to one at a time, and things can go really badly for you if you don't lock on correctly. like to don't look onto the guy you want to shoot at. Alright, I don't have a lot of health there, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And then, whoop, those are disintegrators, which are pretty much the snipers of the game. Then I'm going to whip all the way back up, do this really quick movement, start turning so I can get back on the plane. And my shield just went down because, recharge my energy. Energy recharge is ridiculously fast, but I need to move around because these snipers are targeting me for some reason, like all of them. Oh, yep, and they disintegrated me. Disintegrators have ridiculous amounts of power. And they can shoot from a really long distance, but they have a slow rate of fire, so if you can really move around and dodge them, then you should be okay. These swifts, though, that's what you use to destroy them. So I think I'm actually going to pop my swift here and see if I can't play a little bit of the hunter. Playing hunter's fun, but usually you end up dying, sadly. So that's going to be something. I probably should have went invisible there, but I have some invisibility. Oh, let's go ahead and get this guy. Yeah, I have unguided missiles on the little swifts. They have unguided missiles only. So it's a lot harder to hit, but if you're at close range, they do a solid amount of damage. Oh, and I hit him. And I hit him. Awesome. Boom! And that's what happens when you use unguided missiles correctly. Amazing. I could have used my web there. That probably would have been nice too. Just to make sure I got the kill. Go ahead and get super cheese here. See if I can. Whoa! Man, I'm loving these. These are actually going really well for me. Oh, let's go ahead and get a bit of a bigger ship. With that, I'm sitting still, so I'm super tired. The missiles you use, once you use all of them on your ship, you're done. So each ship has a certain amount of missiles of a certain type. Oh, and now they're firing at me. So I'm going to go ahead and really use my maneuverability on my pinch axis here to its fullest. And then dodge behind this asteroid here. And then I can slow down, kind of turn into a stealth. Woo! Alright, let's go back onto the horizon axis. See, the beacons are all oriented one way, and that tends to be what we stay. You can strafe for this game. You got, you see I've got little side thrusters there. And then, if you go down, there tends to be more asteroids, and if you go higher up, there tends to be a shorter distance. So it's kind of a thing. You might want to go in the upward to stay a bit higher if you had invisibility, so you can get places fast before your invisibility throws out. But otherwise, I don't have invisibility, so I like to stay low. If you're behind these asteroids, you don't show up on the enemy's radar, which is really nice. And then you can kind of go around here and start attacking, say, their snipers or their beacons that are way in the back. And then they have to come back here and try and deal with you, or lose a beacon. And then that can divert some people away from the main battle, which will end up making us win. So that's easy. I don't have the best weapons to deal with these guys, that's for sure. So I'll end up losing my shields here. But I am so maneuverable, I can usually dodge most of these weapons from the bots. The bots are robots, so if you keep moving around, they tend to miss. But I took out a drone, and it said it was, so it showed up as being attacked. So I can just move around here and be awesome like that. It's amazing. And I can go around this way, and then come back here, which there should be less enemies, but it looks like they actually didn't end up falling for that too much. That should end up hitting. Oh no, I'm actually not doing range. Incoming missile. Woo! There was an incoming missile there, but it ended up missing, so I didn't even have to pop it. Yeah, if you're locked onto someone, as far as I know, I can't really lock off of them. I'm sure there's a button, I just haven't looked, so I'm sure you can lock them. Incoming missile. The incoming missile, it'll show up right there if there's an incoming missile that's guided, but if it's like wire guided or an unguided missile, then it'll just say incoming missile and pop the clear and do nothing, and you just have to dodge it. I'm really, right now, just trying to dodge out of the way. It looks like we have more kills, so we're going to be ahead in the ships. I still got my big ship ready, and oh geez, dodge disintegrator. Disintegrators have the really nifty thing of having lasers, visible lasers that end up pointing at you. Oh, you are really good. So I'm gonna unguided missile, go! And then you're almost dead. I'm not doing as much damage to him as Cole, and I'm using plasma weapon, which damage shoots. But either way, oh, and you are going down, son. Going down. Oh, yep. I mean, I'm out of missiles now, so I'm going. Oh, jeez, and I ran into that. Good thing I've got a passive module, which you can't see is actually a collision compensator. so I can just run into things and my hull won't.
I need help! I can't hold on much longer!
But what I can do is move around. There isn't friendly fire in this game as far as I can tell. So that's nice. Behind the asteroid. And I lost the lock on because he... But as long as I stay and maneuver around these asteroids like a crazy son of a gun, I should be alright. There we go. That's a huge, really big ship with... Woo! And I'm taking some damage. Oh, jeez. And I'm going to go ahead and pop my resistance here so that I don't end up dying and just move around because new players tend to just follow the guided thing. So as long as I move around like this... Oh! Pop the flares. This came at me. And there's my energy there. And I can get back to my beacon, get back to my friends. And, yeah, my shields are already back up nicely.
Repeat, we're taking losses!
Oh, that's great. And now I can just turn around and fire back at this guy because I've got a lot of stuff. Turn around and fire at this guy, pick up the afterburner, start scraping around so he can't shoot at me. They just start moving around. Newbies tend to follow the guidedness, the guiders without really doing much else. So I'd like to use that to my advantage. See, the advantage of me on this ship is I can fly around him. I can fly around him and then he can't hit me. But his friends are going to be able to hit me. Then I'm going to fly around this way, pop my resistance, which is about there. Pop the flare, so this missile doesn't hit me. Try to get back to my base just in time, just to get it out, and I don't die. Because those lasers are really hard to dodge. They're instantaneous damage. Alright, only ship I've got left is my big ship with my combat drones that'll end up shooting down the missiles that come at me gladly. What do we got here? It looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys left, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And most of them only have one ship, so kills will most likely be wipes, which is nice. Go ahead and pop my combat drones here. They'll circle around me. I'm in space! I'm in space! And I have cruise missiles on this guy, which have ridiculous amounts of firepower. But I've only got 2. And you can dodge them if you're in a more agile ship. Like that guy. So, and you want to only use them if you know the enemy doesn't have flares, or if they just use their flare. Otherwise, you're in some serious trouble because then you have no missiles, and you take damage. It looks like they have actually gone down. We got 3 minutes 30 seconds left. I'm going to actually move in to capture main here, which is kind of dangerous because I only have 1 ship left, but we need to capture anyways. So I'm going to move on here. I'm going to get hit by a bunch of disintegrators, which I do. You can see I move a lot slower in this, so I take a bunch of damage that can hit me, but I have a whole bunch of hull tanking abilities. My hull is more powerful, I can heal my hull, and I have damage resistance right there. I don't have the IR flares because my drones will actually shoot down missiles for me once every 50 seconds for each one. And I'm just going to sit around this guy and capture it. Oh, I did, okay. Alright, so I'm going to move towards B with my friends here. It's really hard to communicate in this because you have to stop and type. There's no voiceover as far as I know.
Directing fire at B beacon.
There we go. And you can see I have more firepower. I shoot 6 at a time instead of 4 like the others. There we go. And my drones can just fire at will of these guys. Alright, there we go. Defenses fallen. They don't have as many people, so I can just fly around this way. I'm trying to look around for them. They gotta be somewhere. Because there is someone left.
Enemy beacon captured.
Alright, I would assume they'd be hunting around some beacon because that's where all the people live. The kamikaze at least.
Let them have it. We're almost out of time.
Boom. I've got him. And I have plenty of money.
Fire on the drones to keep beacon siege.
Boom. See, there we go.
Guys, they're taking out all the C beacon's defenses. Cover me.
We've got all the defenses down. Let's capture. Fabulous. Boom. Then it's losing points like crazy because we've got so many of us around it. I'm not sure where the enemy is.
Enemy beacon captured.
But there we go. 3rd beacon captured. Yay.
Mission accomplished.
There we go. This is every game in regular. Every game. But in arcade, there's a bunch of different game modes, which I'll end up showing you next. And you can see that game actually wasn't very long. Sometimes games game's gonna take 2 minutes. Just because it's that ridiculous. There's this looting system. Every time you win, you have a chance to loot. You can get, there's a low chance that you get a bunch of awesome things, but otherwise you usually just get junk or no loot for each search, which will sell automatically. Be the first to your team to destroy an enemy ship. Ooh, awesome. There's a bunch of stuff, and this is for capturing all. Those are just like medals. Here's stuff that you do. We're gonna go ahead and switch to arcade. You can see that. Oh. Lots of contract award. Okay. And I automatically repair all my ships and automatically replenish all the ammo. And you can see none of them have repair or ammo markings on them over here, so they're good. Go to arcade. You can see what game awaits. There are a lot of different games. There's Combat Reconnaissance, where you have one guy who's like the leader, like the VIP, and you have to kill him to stop the enemy team from respawning, and then you have to kill the rest of the enemy team. Or lose because the team did that to you. Yeah, and it looks like it's Combat Reconnaissance, so I like to use my Raptor just because it can do so much damage, but I think I'm going to use my Lynx here. I can switch between any of them at any time as long as our guy isn't down. Because this guy, he can do a solid amount of damage. And he has stealth, which will end up making me able to go and kill people. Nah, actually, I think I'm going to choose the Raptor because I want people dead. That's what I want. I want to be a wall that just keeps moving. You'll always be able to see where the enemy VIP is. And also, our VIP, I'm holding up the controls so I can look around, will usually end up being protected by ships who have big snipers or wire-guided missiles or stuff like that. Actually, like... Yeah, it doesn't look like we're protecting much. Oh, never mind. Get this guy here. So that's good. And start firing away. 5,000, huh? Alright. Wow, okay. Our sniper's good. We got a good sniper with that disintegrator.
Come on, a little bit more
Alright. And that guy's behind the rocks. What you want to do is pretty much just murder everyone as you move. You want to murder everyone as you move. Because, and then they'll take a while to respawn, and then you want to just jump on that guy when he has no protectors. He's not moving, so I'm actually going to go after this guy. Oh, nope, I can see him now. So, this is
incoming missile.
Incoming missile. I believe someone's got a wire-guided missile coming after me. Boom! Pop these guys. Maybe they'll end up shooting it down, never know. Oh, I'm going to shoot you because you are being annoying. You have no shields. And you just ran into me!
Destroyed.
Oh, that was great. Bigger ship with a lot more health than you tends to survive those. I did lose one of my combat drones in that ruckus. Oh, alright. Looks like I'm firing a protector right now. I want to go after this guy, but I don't have a lock on him, so this is going to be a little bit of trouble. Boom! Fire my cruise missile. He has flares. Alright, I'm gonna fire at the protector. He's been eliminated! Murder them! Pop my combat drones which have respawned. I've got 2 of them. They're firing missiles at him. Cruise missile! Cruise missile! Ow! Yes, and use the flare on the other one, so I'm gonna be able to pop that cruise missile. It's gonna murder them. Actually, it's okay. My guns are overheating. But my little combat drones, are feeding this guy down. There we go. Oh, it looks like he ended up popping his invisibility, but we can see him. Oh, we can still see him. That is perfect. That is perfect. Oh, I'm gonna end up pulling a bit of a crazy Ivan here with a giant fat ship. Yep, there he is. And let's see how good we are at leading the shot.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Good job. Keep it up.
Oh, I need to reorient myself here. Where's the rest of the enemies? Back at our place, okay. Kick in the afterburners! I have lost almost no hull. The only hull I've lost is from that guy ramming into me. Sheesh. Shooting this guy a couple times and end up locking onto him. I don't have to hit him or anything. There we go, just do millions and millions of damage. Bit, shield, boom!
Ship
Kill.
destroyed.
Plasma weapons for the win. Fast and Furious, 3 down. Awesome. Oh, why are you shooting at me, friend? What are you doing? You got a problem. Okay. Here we go. Ugh, kick me afterburners. Let's get it going. Let's get a move on. The energy works like a capacitor does. It recharges faster when it's lower, and it recharges slower when it's higher. So kind of like you. I'm gonna get a lock on here. They have eliminated our guy, so we want to be careful. But it looks like fear me! Fear me! There we go. That's combat reconnaissance, and I'll go ahead and play one more game for you guys on this one. Only charge antimatter shells tier 2. Awesome. Grab that. Grab some of this. Get a little bit more money. Money maker. Fabulous! There we go. That's great. That's great. 3 kills, only 300 points. Oh, that's right, because this guy had me. Yeah, they were all assisting the main leader's death. That's why. Alright, can we go ahead and pick up... Oh, actually, I want to show you these skills. Yeah, you pretty much just work up your faction's perks. You almost have no other choice. You can move these up if you want. It's just a lot harder to. And it moves you along a lot slower, and you end up pretty much with less perks. Pick up some contracts that aren't on reload. Disable 2 beacons. Sign. And capture 2 beacons. In battles, you win. Okay. Everything else is on cooldown. Yep. Okay. Sweet. Looks like all of ours are repaired. Let's fight. I hope I can show you my favorite, which is the EMP bomb delivery. It's detonation. There's neutral EMP bombs, and you have to deliver them to the enemy stations and plant them, and then boom. And standing near the stations and standing near the EMP bomb will pick it up, and you have to kill the people who have it for them to drop it. And I have my Swift, which is geared up to deliver bombs. It's actually, I have it geared up just to deliver bombs. Actually, no, we're gonna play a little bit more combat reconnaissance. So why not? And I'll pull up another guy for you. I'll get my Swift just because of how fun it is to fight in that thing. I usually end up dying and losing if I use my Swift, but it's my favorite ship and it's the most fun ship because I get to show off my ace piloting skills. Looks like we got a couple guys who only have one type of ship in here. I usually don't like it when they do that. But oh well. Moves nonetheless. That's just fine. Some ships have this like weird ability to jump really far forward, like it's almost like a space blink. And I'm not sure how they do that, so I'm gonna end up going down here because I'm gonna be a hunter and go like suicide dive their VIP captain guy thing. And I can regenerate my energy really fast. They might actually see me, but actually I'm really low, so usually people don't go down in this game. And the radar actually works really well up at the top right. I love how they did the radar. It's really informative, and it's done really well. Looks like he's got one protector, but I'm just going to go after. I'm going to shoot all my missiles with that VIP, and it damages hole as much as I can. I'm just going to shoot at it like crazy.
One down.
VIP can actually see where I am at all times. At all times. But his friends cannot. So I'm going to go ahead and go here behind this asteroid. Looks like we got a friend already here. And yeah! I'm just going to keep firing and firing my missiles at him. And my main weapon. Looks like he's preparing his hole. I'm just emptying my items on it. And throw out my missiles and shoot up my resistance. Go around this guy. I hope the dodge the missile comes at me and get hit by that thing. Dodge the missile. Come at him. Brother! Boom! Sucker! Okay. So I did a ton of damage to him, and he doesn't have a lot of health left. Now's when I jump into my Raptor and get ready for the big boy here. You don't have a lot of health. Please don't die. Okay, good. Jump into my Raptor and get ready to survive. Aquila right now, yep, he's really low on coal, but he has a whole repair, so that's a problem. We have a ton of guys going out after him. I might want to do a little bit of protection because our guy is really low on health. Yeah, that sounds a good idea. You don't look like a good influence on society. Sit down, just there. Not that I can see at least. You are going to get murdered mercilessly. Now I can't see him. Because he's hiding. Oh! Friend needs a little help. Okay, I ended up walking onto this guy. That works. I really can't hit him from this distance. These don't have that kind of range. Okay, this party looks like the party that's trying to come and attack my friend. I didn't kill you. They were invincible, so now I'm gonna shoot this guy. Pop him with this hit. So I can do lots of damage. If you go around, see, I can't shoot all six of my guns. That's a really cool thing. If you go around the big ships, you can't shoot all six of my guns. Or the little ships, for that matter. If I can lead my shots really well, then blow that guy up. Man, they're really focusing me down. And they have eliminated our captain. Dang it. Yeah. Once the captain gets eliminated, if you don't
Can't handle this on my own, guys. Somebody help.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, looks like this guy is having some problems. Whew. See, I can see even his crosshair right there. That's his crosshair. And he's got lasers. Yeah. Lasers are really good for tracking people and chasing people, but they do just the amount of damage you get. They also do kind of even damage to shields and even damage to hull. As far as I know. And yeah, really well here.
Destroyed.
He doesn't seem to have anything to dodge missiles, so he's just gonna have to go under these things here. And then they end up kind of just running straight into it. And yeah, he goes down. Well,
We have no more ships left. We have been defeated.
well, we did pretty good. That guy was holding out very nicely. Yeah, Grim Reaper there. I didn't get many kills there, but yeah. Interrupt an opponent's killing spree. Destroy the enemy who has destroyed your previous ship. Awesome. Alright. Back to Hanger. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Space Conflict, a free-to-play game that is, I really like it, so that. Thank you very much for watching. This has been PIJR. Remember to like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much, and alright, goodbye.